is, like I said before, a lack of attention to detail and poor editing. What's up, Raging Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching The Road to TF5. This is Webster's Word Talk about Transformers last night. This is episode number 165, and not even a half hour after I was done filming episode number 164, the exclusive MTV Movie Awards clip for Transformers last night showed up online. Now, it showed up online unofficially, so that means that people were watching it, recorded it with their camera phones, or digitally recorded it with a screen capture card or something, but in any case, it showed up online on a couple of YouTube accounts. Now, I noticed that within minutes, Paramount was swift in taking them down. Now, however, I was able to still watch it from a YouTube account, Sage Productions 14. Now, I'm really curious about, is Paramount planning to release this clip officially online in full HD, or are they not planning to release it at all? As in, you were only able to watch it if you watched it from the MTV Movie Awards on TV. So I'm really curious about that. That's why I'm wondering why they're being taken down so swiftly. I understand it's a copyright thing, but the big question is it even being released officially? But in any case, I watched it, and I'm going to do a commentary on it. Now, the first thing that I'll say is that this clip was no surprise to me because I've already seen it. This is actually one of 5 scenes that was shown at the exclusive IMAX First Look event. So I've seen this before, and this scene plays out exactly the way I remembered it from the IMAX First Look event. But after the scene which introduces Hot Rod, it actually also included a montage of scenes, which we've already seen before. But let's talk about it from beginning to end. I got a couple of screenshots. So let's start off with this shot right here. Bumblebee, Cade, and Cogman are walking down this plain field in England. And then we get to meet Sir Edmund Burton by this castle. And there's Bulldog in the background. He's the World War II tank. And then he fires a warning shot right behind Bumblebee, and it explodes, and then they keep on walking, and then you can see a wide shot of it. Remember this wide shot. This is a very, very key thing that I'm going to talk about in this commentary. And then look at Bumblebee's reaction. It's like, "What's up? Like, why'd you shoot at us?" And then Sir Edmund Burton turns around and says, "We have guests." And then you could see that the world's loneliest dog, well, no longer loneliest dog, Freya is there in her big screen debut. But most importantly, we have the introduction of Bulldog. I think that's what his name is. But what we don't get to see is the actual transformation. He's already a robot, not even a half a transformation. He's just getting up. That's all he's doing. There wasn't an actual transformation taking place. So he transforms, he stretches his back, and then parts start falling off. And then he says, "My bits are falling," or something like that. And then he starts picking them up. And then they meet for the first time, Cogman, Cade, and Bumblebee. Cogman already knows Sir Edmund Burton. I believe that he's his servant. And pay attention to the fact that Bumblebee is there, because you're never going to see him again afterwards. Now, here's something that really bugged me. No transformation. We don't see Bulldog going back from robot to a tank. We didn't even see him go from tank to a robot, and now we don't even get to see him go from robot to tank. I'm getting a little bit worried, just because if you remember Transformers Age of Extinction, there was a very, very huge lack of actual transformations. Here we get to see a really, really nice shot of Cogman in full detail. I thought that Cogman was going to consist of mostly silver or dark gray metallic parts, but there you see a little bit of gold on him. And then, oh, look at this wide shot. This is a pretty nice wide shot. But he says, "You want to know, dude." And I'm wondering, why did they add the dude there? It seems so out of place. and it almost feels like it was just like a Michael Bay thing. I think that the original line was, "You want to know, don't you?" But then they added the dude there at the last minute. I think Michael Bay wanted to add that in just for comic relief. And then we get our first introduction of Hot Rod. Now this is a really, really great scene because, oh, check this out. Once again, switching or shifting aspect ratios, widescreen, full screen, non-IMAX, IMAX, shot with regular cameras, shot with IMAX cameras. So Hot Rod is cruising along the road. This is our introduction to him. Gets a little closer, but you notice that two parts just fly out of the window. Why did they fly out? Like, why did these parts start breaking off? I don't understand that. And then he transforms and he throws out Vivian Wembley's character. And then afterwards, Vivian Wembley rolls out. And I thought that these things in front of him are actually parts of Hot Rod, but actually, I believe that they are actually things that Vivian Wembley owns, like her purse and some other things. That's what I think. And now pay attention to this shot right here. Vivian Wembley gets thrown out more to the right side of the road, okay? Now here's another thing that bugs me. Poor editing, okay? Now we see Vivian Wembley on the left side of the road. You could be on the right side, and she was on the right side, and then now she's in the wide shot, she's on the left side. And then Hot Rod completes his transformation. And remember how I said, pay attention to Bumblebee? He's nowhere to be seen anymore. He just disappears. And that's something that kind of bugs me a little bit. And Cogman is now holding the leash of Freya. So there's Freya trusts Cogman. And then Vivian Wembley starts rolling down this hill, okay? Or rather, she falls down this hill, but she gets back up and picks up the stick, and then starts attacking Hot Rod with the stick. The stick hits Hot Rod's hand and breaks off, and then once again, we don't see Bumblebee anywhere. I thought that he was off camera, but he's not even off camera. He's just not there at all. So this is either going to be added in or not added in at all, which means that this is just another one of their lazy shortcuts that they do and which they're known for doing in these films. It's a little bit like a poor attention to detail. Now, remember how I said pay attention to this, this wide shot here? Okay, notice that this is a hill on the left side, and that's the road on the right side, okay? Hot Rod and Vivian Wembley came from a road. So in this final shot, how on earth did Vivian Wembley end up falling down the hill? Where is the road? It's nowhere to be seen in the scene, which means that it jumped and there's no continuity there. So this is stuff that they're known for. This is what the production does, and it's like I said before, a lack of attention to detail and poor editing. So, you know, I can't say that these are nitpicky things because this is part of filmmaking. This is editing, which is a very, very substantial part of telling a story. And that's why when I was watching this scene, even in IMAX, I just felt that something was off about it. Either the scene was moving too fast, or some things were missing, or in the end, I've concluded that it was just poorly edited. Because, like, how did she end up on the road, and then she's rolling down the hill over there? The road is not anywhere to be found. But anyways, that's that. So I was a little bit disappointed by the lack of transformation of Bulldog, and also there's a less of a focus of transformation on Hot Rod. Sure, you see him transform in a wide shot, but if you notice on this shot right here, once he transforms, the focus of the scene is not even on Hot Rod's transformation. The camera actually pans down to Vivian Wembley's tumble as she gets thrown out. And then the rest of the transformation is actually completed in a separate shot, a wide shot. So I was just really hoping for more of a focus on a transformation, as in like a single shot, not two shots, because I'd like to see that continuity, and I'd like to see more of a focus on the actual transformations, but in this case, there isn't. So anyways, a little bit of a complaint there. These are things that I just like to see improved in the Transformers movie franchise. But it looks like in this scene, which should have been an epic introduction to Hot Rod, it's not there. But in any case, let's move on to the montage. Now, all the scenes are the same, but one of the scenes is actually extended. It's the scene where Bumblebee jumps up and slams the Forge of Solus Prime right into Optimus's face. Now, we never actually seen it in trailer number, I think, 2. We never actually see it make contact, but in this shot, it does, as a matter of fact, make contact. It slams him right in the face, and sparks come out, and then it's even extended a little bit that the head bounces back. So it goes, and then that's where you see it on this scene. So the Forge of Solus Prime actually just bounces right back up. So I don't think that was a finishing move. I think that there's more to the fight than just that. Okay? So anyways, that's all I gotta say in this video. I just wanted to make a commentary about this scene. I'm not like totally complaining about it, but I'm just pointing out things that could have been done better. Like, wouldn't you like to see Bulldog actually transform from a tank to a robot and back to a tank? Wouldn't you like to see that? Everybody would have liked to see that, okay? And wouldn't you like to see Hot Rod's transformation completed in a single take without focusing the camera, panning the camera to Vivian Wembley's fall? And wouldn't you like to see this scene be more, have more continuity in the editing? Instead of jumping from going to a road, and then when she falls from the road, suddenly she ends up in like the side of the hill, which is so far away from the road. Like, you know, those things could be improved. But those are just little things, and I'm sure when I watch the movie, it won't bother me anymore. Anyways, that's all I gotta say in this episode. Just a little bit of a commentary, and there you have it. I guess you should watch this clip before it gets taken down, and also hopefully the clip actually shows up officially online so we can see it in full HD. And I hope that the clip is actually not complete, as in I hope that we get to see the transformation scenes added on. Like, I hope this is not a complete scene and just a I guess like a slimmed down version of the actual scene. I hope they do that. Maybe they're still working on the CG work. Let's hope for that and pray for that, because I'd love to see an improved version of this scene. But anyways, that's all I gotta say in this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Why don't you let me know your comments or your feedback on the comment section below, and stay tuned for more episodes. As always, if you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Raging Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Raging Nation. My name's Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. So one of those 3 options, but I think all those options are completely ludicrous, and there's a reason why I do not believe this at all. First of all, they